These 5 things will help you reach your financial freedom, so let's jump right into it. Number 1. Take care of your health. First and foremost, your health is your number 1 asset. Without sound health, you will not have the time in the day to actually enjoy your wealth when you do attain it. This is why we put health as the number 1 thing that every individual should be striving for. Sadly, in our society nowadays, especially in the younger 18 to 30 age group, this is often the number 1 factor that is being neglected. But hopefully you're smart enough to not make the same mistake. Without going into great detail, sound health means eating whole foods, which makes up at least 80% of your diet, doing some form of physical exercise, minimum 3 to 4 days per week, whether this is the gym, running outside, cycling, swimming, the list just goes on. Pick some sort of physical activity that you enjoy and just stick to it. 2. Invest in yourself. So you think that you are out of school, meaning that you've learned everything that you ever need to learn, right? No. As a matter of fact, public school actually doesn't teach you a lot of things which are practical when it comes to real life. This means that someone who just finished high school or university actually doesn't know a thing. This is why before we can even consider anything else, we need to educate and invest in ourselves. Start by learning, preferably non-fiction books, spending time reading on things that you have an interest in, and slowly building up that habit, and the eagerness to learn will form. You can also consider audiobooks as an alternative to reading physical books for those of you that just doesn't like sitting down at all. You can do this whilst you're on a bus, going to school, to work, at a grocery store shopping, going for a stroll, going for a run, or even just sitting in your car just waiting for traffic. The list goes on. It's like a moving education that just goes with you everywhere. Use that to your opportunity. Other things you can do to invest in yourself: taking up additional courses, going up to seminars, lectures, taking up a new skill. Do something instead of just wasting your time procrastinating on the what if. 3. Set life goals. Person A is given a massive ship with an expert crew at the harbor, but with no direction and instruction on where to go. So person A sails out in the ocean. Where do you think the ship is going to end up? Wherever the wave pushes it, and nowhere at all. Now let's take person B for example instead. Person B is given a tiny boat at the harbor with no support, no crew whatsoever. But however, he does have a direction and instruction on where to go. So person B sails out in the ocean. Where do you think this boat is going to end up? No matter how hard, how difficult, how much the wave push him, he's going to end up at the destination that he wished to go to. In life, it actually works exactly the same way. You could be given every tool you need to succeed, but if you don't make up the destination you wish to strive for, you actually know better, or actually worse than someone with nothing. But if they have a goal, they're still going to end up further than you. Make sure you set weekly, monthly, yearly goals, and slowly reach them day by day, and you'll realize how far you can actually go. 4. Make a budget and live below your means. In modern day finance, a lot of the times it's not what you make, it's what you actually save. Put your income and expenditure into a simple Excel spreadsheet and list everything out. You'll be surprised at what changes you'll be able to make to help you. 90% of the people watching this video or listening will actually not do this. Don't be one of them. Take action right now. If you're not slowly progressing into a positive cash flow, how do you expect to actually reach financial freedom? Start small and try to save 20% of your income. Then maybe 30, 40, 50, even 70 or 80 if you can. The more that you can keep and actually save, the faster you will actually reach your financial target. 5. Start investing now if you haven't already. There is no point in letting your money sit in the bank presuming that you have done all the steps laid out previously. Your money depreciates in value due to inflation. You need to learn to invest into assets and use your money to your advantage. Money is not good or evil, and money will neither be your best friend working for you, or it will be your worst enemy working against you if you are in debt. Let's make sure that it becomes your best friend. Learn to invest in the stock market, real estate, business, and other positive asset generating vehicles. Start small. Invest $1,000 into an index fund, for example, that holds a total market portfolio. And keep on putting money aside to throw in. Eventually you'll realize this money just keeps on growing and growing. And this is when compound interest also comes into advantage that helps you. Let's make sure that money really does become your best friend. More on that on a future video. And there you have it, 5 things that will help you reach your financial freedom. Any question or comments, feel free to throw it down below. Thank you for watching.